crisis averted. I was only burning bacon grease. Alright, well, you saw the thing on these. I went over that. I got 13 minutes with my pizza cooks to do a speed unboxing! And you're like, Elliot, you literally have no idea how to do one of those. This is correct. This is the true challenge of this. There. Boom. Bet you never thought I'd be using Sony stuff. I don't know that I thought that I would either, but these are super duper duper cool. As you realize, I never clamped you in, and I can't see anything. And Paisley's trying to get in a box that she hopefully won't pee in, because she likes doing that apparently. Should probably pick that up before I go back upstairs, get my food up. Sony. PlayStation Pulse Elites. Almost bought them at Best Buy the other day because I thought they were on sale for $100. Turns out they mislabeled them and they wouldn't work with me on the pricing. How does this come out? Is it dented? Is that why it's not? Here's a seal. Ah, yes, there we go. Is there another seal? There's another seal. Should have just cut it with my knife. Hey. Boom. Alright. You might be like, for you, an audiophile, why are you buying Sony headphones? Well, I believe it was Audis. Sony bought them. And they were well known for their planar magnetic drivers. There you go. Brain was fast breaks things in my brain. Awesome, cool. They're fully wireless. The other big thing down here is, if you look, PS5, PC, Mac, TM, Mobile. That PC Max port is not Bluetooth. It's via PlayStation Link. You guys are like, what the fuck's PlayStation Link TM? It is just 2.4 gigahertz wireless. And you're like, why does that matter? Bluetooth sucks. Everybody might say that, but it is actually, like, you can get it working. But quality-wise, especially because for microphone, like, you may actually have good audio playback. The issue is for most Bluetooth devices, when they need to use the microphone, they revert back to phone mode or headset mode, which then puts them down to, like, FM radio at best quality, aka potato quality. You can see here we got volume up, down, charge, power. There's a charging hanging hook, which I totally didn't remember. Plug them in, power, hit sync, we're good. All that noise you hear behind me is Paisley destroying the cardboard box. And the bubble wrap packing. Here, if you want the Bluetooth, apparently you just hold the sync button and you hit sync Bluetooth. Hopefully there is a way, it doesn't show anything here, but to switch between the Bluetooth and the PlayStation Link. A lot of reviews of these headsets are really bad. I'm here to find out if they're actually bad, because DankPod's review of the actual speaker part of them, as much as the microphone sounding like you're playing Xbox Live from 2007, the speaker part of these apparently sounds minty fresh, which would make sense. Also, like I said, I'm very interested in any wireless headphone that can include a USB dongle, because for work, just having a USB device you can plug in that just shows up as an audio device that isn't some Bluetooth thing you gotta sync. These also have pretty fantastic battery life. I quote 20 hours. And I totally forgot about that little charging dock. Is it under here? Hello, Mr. Charging Dock. Oh wow, this is elaborately packaged, just like Sony would make it. So wireless doodle. There's no button on it. It says to press a button on the. Maybe just plugging it in. If it doesn't find something, it goes in pairing mode right away. These actually seem to fit your head pretty well. They actually have foam in between here to protect them and so they don't move in initial transit. That cloth here feels really smooth. Or soft. That's the word I'm looking for. Super pivoty. Little bit clunky. Very silicone-y. Stretch headband. Used to that from Solar headphones. Oh, they very easily fit over the ears. This is a nice deep cup. You can tell by my nice sweaty, greasy face. Where they set their angled drivers. They're actually really friggin' light on the head. Mic where it comes out is perfect actually. Right, you want the mic on a headset like this guy right here. I can show you. You want it on the corner of your mouth because you don't want to be talking right into it, because then you get all your plosives like pee pie po po pee po, that sort of stuff, and your all that sort of stuff, your S's and your T's and stuff like that. So you want it on the side of your mouth, so you're talking like past it. That's also why you might want to put your mic, instead of like your dynamic mic, instead of being right in front of you and speaking right into it, you put it at like a cant, like maybe like a 45. I don't remember what the angle is, but it depends on the pickup, like the pickup angle. And also when people try what do I want to call it, proximity effect, which means you talk closer to a mic or farther from a mic, and then it makes people like, oh, that makes a good sound, and then it can sound deeper and like louder and stuff. It doesn't work with a dynamic mic. That works with cardioid mics. And a lot of podcasting / streaming mics are now going to dynamic, which is actually better for noise cancellation, or I should say environment noise cancellation, stuff like that. Basically, because they. I don't want to say they don't need to be. They need to be amplified more, right? And like if you've heard this SM7B is hard to drive or whatever, that is exactly that. And that's why it's a dynamic mic. Whereas something like a Blue Yeti or something. Also, with that, guys, cardioid mics this far away, like do a Hang 10 or a what's the other term for that? I always forget. Some people like call me as a phone, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. Jeez, I just used that the other day and told somebody about it. Don't remember, but that's roughly how far. Take your hand and go like this. That's roughly how far you should be from the microphone. And yes, if you have a pop filter in between, not from the pop filter, the microphone. And you do want the pop filter a decent way away, otherwise you can't stop the pop. You know, like that's the whole point of the pop filter, is to filter out the pops. So if you put it right next to your mouth, or right next to the microphone, it's not doing anything. You need a little bit away, so it can stop those before they get to the microphone. So you get a to C cable. We'll be able to test pretty quickly if this works with this, because it should work with a C to C. It's Sony. Hopefully they wired this up correctly. So many brands, they put the C port on this, right? But then they don't allow it to do PD charging. And if that's the case, like you can see, it goes way up in here, way up in there. Looks like they had a different USB-C option right here originally, like a right angle one or something. But that's blocked off with whatever back cap they decided to go with. And that just plugs way up in there like that. They act like this has to be some specific USB-C cable. If anybody can tell me why it is shaped exactly like that, let me know. I have a feeling they were originally planning on using this back port. Not this, because this kind of looks like butts here, like this. You can't even run the cable directly up behind it through the wall, or down the wall. It's always going to be like this far away. Kind of annoying. How it works though is it's giving you a little spot for a single screw. Bad. You never want a single screw, you always want two. All this is gonna do with a single screw with a single hole is spin. Woo! Like it'll go up here and then it'll go, this thing will just spin on the wall in circles. Drill yourself a second hole in this little bracket, and down here is what would be my suggestion. You gotta make sure it's down far enough away from this that it's spaced out far enough that it won't spin, but not too far, because if you put it down here, you won't be able to snap this in, because the head of the screw, unless you countersink it, which is going to be very hard with this very thin piece of plastic, will catch as you slide this on like that. I also may just double stick some magnet material and stick it to the side of my desk, and then you can hang that like that. So, it's kind of annoying that there's no direct way to charge these, like plug them into USB-C. But this hanger thing, really cool. Everybody should have a headphone hanger. Keeps your headphones out of the way, keeps your cats hopefully away from attacking them. Kitten. And that is it, because my pizza, you heard my watch. I need to go to get the pizza out. And I want to use these, so I'll have to figure out a way to plug them in and charge them by attaching this to something. Yeah, my suggestion would be to make your second hole basically right below that, like you know, right there, right there. And then then it still will clear when you put it on, and then it's gonna be nice and solid, right? And then you know, I guess, yeah. When you're holding it by like 2 fingers. They feel much heavier than they actually are. They're not that heavy. They also fit the head very well. So the one thing that you should be worried about these is, but Sony does a good job of this, is these look to have very customized ear cups. So those probably are not going to be replaceable. You'd probably have to invest in, there's like, I believe it's like a Japanese brand, or that's where I saw it like kicking off, is in Japan. They have like little socks you can put over the top when you can't replace the ear pads. I say figure out how to replace them. That's a future-related problem if I like them. You know, hopefully expect a follow-up video on this to see if I like them, how I figured all this out, and more. And more kitten.